This is the last of the meeting on Friday, the 12th of September. This is a board meeting. Here are some things I want in the introduction presentation to finish the touches or anything that we may need before a September 19th meeting. I currently don't have any editing access, so this is like my video of summing up what I might need in the event that I do not gain editing access. I hope I get editing access because it'll give me a lot more freedom and control, but I'm not going to make a huge bunch of presentations. So my major is hotel, restaurant, tourism management. I know that wasn't met. We also have to keep in mind that the no list, that it was completely clear. That wasn't done the last time I saw the presentation, but that's okay. Sometimes we don't have time. So here are some of the things. The main thing is the no list will be the top priority, and because this might get backlash, but we're giving it but it's an appropriate response, and we're gaining attention. And to authors we shouldn't trust, or genres or themes that may be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. Okay, so first of all, on the no list, these are the list of authors. There is an email that I sent out to explain why these authors are not the best people. So I'm going to do a quick overview of why. Tilly Cole, was somebody who I followed who specializes in books, and she says the reason why Tilly Cole is problematic is because she is known to do poor research, and she has these problematic mashups of characters who specialize in a specific type of area that's uncomfortable. So it's kind of hard to say, but it's an example is a Mexican lady and a KK member fall in love. At least that's what I heard from this influencer. E.L. James is the author of 50 Shades of Grey. I don't think we'll ever read 50 Shades of Grey. I don't think anybody would recommend we read 50 Shades of Grey. But all I know about this author is that people got mad when she wrote this book because it was a poor representation of the BDSM community. If you don't know what that means, it's a specific way people go about having sex. So I'm not going to tell you what all of those letters mean, but I'm just saying Colleen Hoover. I also learned about Colleen Hoover from the lady who brought Tilly Cole to my attention, but apparently Colleen Hoover, she has a son, and her son committed an act of something sexual. I'm not entirely sure what he did. I think he assaulted somebody, he sexually assaulted them or whatever, and Colleen, she defended him. J.K. Rowling, she's self-explanatory, but she does have some transphobic tweets and viewpoints in Harry Potter, so we're not gonna be reading any Harry Potter. And then Robert Britton, you may not know about him, but I heard about it from another guy who basically said that this guy attacked a reviewer after she gave him a bad review. And so that's why he's not. Anna Todd, I don't know much about Anna Todd, but I know there was a situation where she made a fan fiction based on One Direction, and then it was mainly for inspired by Harry Styles, and then she basically made Harry Styles uncomfortable. I don't know exactly what she did, but I know Harry Styles was not pleased with that situation. you can do proper research. I only know bits and pieces of it, but yeah. The genres that I don't want us to be reading is dark romance. The most common types of books that are dark romance is Butcher and Blackbird and this guy named H.D. Colston. I don't know if it's a woman or a guy. They did Hunting Antline. Those are dark romance books. The reason why I bring these books to attention is because these books, they have a list of trigger warnings, and I think people would be uncomfortable to read it. I don't think we'll have a lot of people wanting to be reading dark romance. Politics, stay clear of politics. People have opposing viewpoints. I think people would really get upset and boycott the club because it's related to politics, but it's not. I'm just saying if we do a more political book, people might get upset and boycott us. And then hentai, I don't really need to explain this to you, but if you don't know what hentai is, it's basically Japanese porn. That's really self-explanatory, so I don't have to go into detail as to why that's completely bad. So these are the books. These are some books that we're not going to read. I already mentioned 50 Shades of Grey because of the poor representation. Harry Potter, again, self-explanatory. There's like a transphobic references I heard in the book, and then there was like the author. Anything by the author we're not going to read after. This isn't the Anna Todd book. We're not going to be reading that. It Ends with Us, that's a Colleen Hoover book. There's a lot of books that she has, but this is like probably the main popular one because it's got like a movie. I know there's one that It Starts With Us, but I believe that was like the prequel to this book. I haven't read her books, but I know that there's one that somebody likes, but we're not going to read Colleen Hoover anyways. And then we're going to get to Wars and Money Matters. This is not considered to be part of the no-no list, so I want some of the wars to be changed around, and I want other side to vote for money. So for the wars, these are the wars I particularly want. One, self-explanatory, be respectful. I don't care what book or genres people like, as long as people, even if they're problematic people or books that each member likes, I don't care if it's smut, I don't care if it's fan fiction, I don't care as long as people are not being disrespectful, or else we would have to talk to them about it. Steer clear of politics. Opposing views lead to an uncomfortable and also controversial club. I know there is a specific way that people react to politics at the war now, but it's not something we should really have a club be devoted on because of the problems associated with it. And then I also want people to know they have to fill out surveys before a specific time, because this is so people don't take advantage of us, so people don't abuse us, and so they don't take advantage of our time. And the reason why I want that to be mentioned is because it makes our whole job easier. It makes ordering easier, and also it makes people understand if they're committed or loyal to the club. So we also get like decrease the numbers over time, so that's another reason why. Usually we get like around 10 people at the end, maybe less than that, but that's pretty much it. If it's not board members, if it's board members included, it's like a little bit less than that. It's like it's all of the board members and then some extra people. I'm not entirely sure the number. Other thing is, return school-funded books to present by end of semester. I don't want us to do school-funded books, but if we have to, like maybe we don't raise enough money or something happens, we have to know that they cannot be kept. These books cannot be kept by the students. That was the reason I tried to fight with SSA, because I saw something inconsistent where SSA follows and enforces rules that are brought on by the state of their funding rules. Each state is different, I think, but we have to make sure people are aware so they don't keep them. There are some other rules in the Constitution that relate to this, but it's more directed towards the board members, so I'm not really going to delve into it in this video. First of all, you don't need to finish the book. If you're a discussion lead, you probably will have to finish the book, and since I'm the president, I will have to finish the book, but because I'm hosting the meetings, the discussion lead is leading the discussion for the books because I'm more passionate about it. And then the last words, if you cannot attend meeting or fill out survey before the specified time, you have to let board members know, and the first meeting is not included. But that's only for specific preferences. That's only for specific circumstances. No, I can't say for certain when somebody's going to be sick, when certain circumstances happen because they're unexpected. But this is just to ensure that people have opportunities and chances if they are a student and they communicate and they commit to this club. I'll have no problem with these type of people. But if it's like, oh, you just attend one meeting or you attend almost all of the meetings, they'll be wasting our time to appeal to those people. And then lastly, we have money related issues. So for money, these are what are going to be mostly priced. I'm not sure of winter and summer break books. I'm hoping they're not, something that people have to pay money, something we can get through fundraisers as like a sort of gift. Trips and bonding events, that's self-explanatory. I'm not sure if we're going to do trips and bonding events, but we might have to enforce dues if it comes to bonding trips. We will be able to get a bus out of SSA, and we could also carpool, but you mostly should have money on hand if you go on trips or bonding events, because usually that's what happens. It's usually money involved. It doesn't have to be, but usually it is. Secret Santa is also self-explanatory. Secret Santa, we have a budget of $20, and then people can gift their person a book, but that's optional, so not a lot of people have to do it. And then audio and ebooks, because audio and ebooks, physical copies are easier to obtain, and it's also safer and secure for us to get physical copies, because I don't want to use my information that gets saved onto somebody's account and then we get scammed or something happens. We have to figure out, we have to adhere by SSA policy and rules, but there is a rule that states we have to have money at a specific bank, not BMO, but the Citizen State, so we have to discuss that more in depth. Maybe the leadership summit will think about it. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention that if people don't fill out surveys before a specific time, they'll have to find other means of obtaining the book if they want to read the book. And that's pretty much it for the board meetings, so thank you.